Are you ready to embark on a transformative journey that uncovers the profound wisdom embedded in one of the Bible's most poignant parables? The parable of the lost coin, found in Luke 15 verses 8 to 10, is not just a story about a woman searching for a single lost coin. It's a powerful reminder of the immeasurable value of what we often overlook in our lives. In this captivating narrative, we witness the relentless pursuit of something precious and the joy that comes from its recovery. But what does this parable truly teach us about ourselves and our relationships with others? As we explore this story on my Bible channel, we'll delve into themes of loss, redemption, and the incredible worth of every individual. Whether you're grappling with feelings of worthlessness or simply seeking a deeper understanding of your faith, this video will illuminate the message that every lost thing, be it a coin, a dream, or even a person, holds significant value. Join us as we unravel the layers of meaning in this timeless tale. You might just find inspiration and insight that resonates deeply within your own heart. Don't miss out on this opportunity to reflect, learn, and grow. Together, let's discover the joy that comes from finding what was once lost.
In the quiet solitude of an ancient village, there lived a woman whose life was marked by simplicity and routine. Her home, made of stone and clay, stood modestly along the narrow, dusty street where life moved at a slow, deliberate pace. Inside, the house was dimly lit, with the sun's rays barely creeping through the small windows, casting soft, golden patches on the earthen floor. The air was still, filled with the fragrance of freshly baked bread and the warmth of a day's hard work. This woman, like many others of her time, lived modestly, but with a deep sense of care and responsibility for the little she had. Her most prized possessions were not grand or extravagant, but rather 10 small silver coins, simple yet invaluable to her. Each coin had been saved through diligence, representing the security and hope she carried for the future. They were not just money, they were a reflection of her life's efforts and the careful stewardship she practiced. Every day, she would check on them, ensuring that all were accounted for, knowing that they symbolized her stability and, in many ways, her identity in a world that often offered so little to women like her. One day, as she began her usual count, her heart sank. Her fingers traced the familiar coins, but there were only 9. The 10th, a crucial part of her savings, was missing. The loss felt immediate and profound. It was not just a small financial setback. It was as if part of her security had been stolen. In that moment, the value of the coin magnified, becoming a symbol of something far greater than its monetary worth. Panic stirred within her, yet she knew she had to act quickly, for her peace depended on it. As the realization of her loss settled in, the woman's thoughts raced. How could this have happened? Had she been careless? Or had the coin somehow slipped away unnoticed? Her mind retraced the events of the day, every movement, every task, searching for clues to the coin's disappearance. This single piece of silver, though small in size, weighed heavily on her heart. It was not just the monetary value that concerned her. It was the sense that something she had worked so hard to preserve had slipped through her fingers, and that realization stung deeply. In that moment, the missing coin became a symbol of something more profound, a breach in the order of her world. To lose even one coin meant losing part of the stability and comfort she had carefully built. Her small savings, each coin representing a piece of her life's efforts, now felt incomplete. The missing piece left her anxious, unsettled, and desperate to restore what had been lost. For her, it wasn't just a financial loss. It was a personal one, a piece of herself that had vanished in the shadows of her home. As the hours wore on, fatigue crept in, but the thought of giving up never crossed her mind. The coin was too valuable, too precious to be left lost. The repetitive motion of sweeping and searching became almost meditative, a physical manifestation of her deep yearning to restore what was missing. She was not just searching for a coin, she was reclaiming her peace, her sense of order, and her security. Each minute felt longer than the last, but with every sweep, she believed she was one step closer to finding what was lost. And then, as if in response to her unwavering persistence, the glint of silver caught her eye. There, in a small crack between the stones of the floor, lay the lost coin, nestled quietly, waiting to be found. A wave of relief and joy surged through her. She dropped to her knees, carefully lifting the coin from its hiding place. It was as if the weight of the world had been lifted from her shoulders. The coin, though small and seemingly insignificant to others, represented so much more. It was a piece of her life, her effort, and her hope for the future. Now restored to her hand, her heart swelled with gratitude. She could hardly contain her excitement. This small moment, this seemingly trivial event, had become a celebration. The lost had been found, and her sense of completeness was restored. The woman, overwhelmed with joy, rushed out of her home and into the street. She called to her neighbors, her friends, her voice ringing with delight. "Rejoice with me," she cried, "for I have found the coin which I had lost." Her joy was contagious, and soon those around her shared in her happiness, for they understood the significance of what had been regained. The celebration that followed was not just for the recovery of a small piece of silver. It was a celebration of restoration, of hope rekindled, and of the woman's unwavering determination to find what was lost. The joy in her heart overflowed into the streets, a reminder to all that even the smallest things, when found, can bring immeasurable happiness. Her world, once unsettled by loss, was now whole again, and the woman could finally rest, knowing that everything had been restored. As the woman's celebration filled the streets, Jesus, the master teacher, revealed the deeper meaning behind this simple yet profound story. He spoke to those around him, drawing a parallel between the woman's joy and the joy that erupts in heaven when one sinner repents. "Likewise I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner that repenteth." The woman's relentless search for her lost coin mirrored God's pursuit of every lost soul, no matter how insignificant that soul might seem to the world. Through this simple parable, Jesus illustrated the boundless grace of God. The story of the woman and her lost coin is not just about material loss and recovery. It is about spiritual restoration. Each person, no matter how lost they may feel, is of infinite value to God. The joy that erupts in heaven over one repentant sinner is greater than any earthly celebration, for it represents the triumph of love, grace, and redemption. The parable of the lost coin holds within it a powerful reflection of God's love and grace. Just as the woman diligently searched for her lost coin, God searches for each of us, no matter how far we may have strayed. His love is relentless, His pursuit unwavering, and His joy immeasurable when we are found. The parable is a reminder that every person is of immense value in the eyes of God, and no one is beyond His reach or care. This simple, everyday story reveals the heart of God's kingdom, a kingdom where the lost are sought after with great determination, and where their return is met with overflowing joy. It teaches us that even in our moments of feeling lost or insignificant, God is always searching for us, ready to restore us to His embrace. The value of the individual is not determined by the world's standards, but by God's infinite love and grace. In the end, the parable of the lost coin is a testament to the transformative power of God's love. It reassures us that no matter how small or seemingly insignificant we may feel, we are cherished, sought after, and celebrated by God. Just as the woman rejoiced over finding her lost coin, so too does heaven rejoice when even one lost soul returns to God. This is the heart of the parable and message of hope, redemption, and divine love.
Thank you so much for joining us on this enlightening journey through the parable of the lost coin, as told in Luke 15 verses 8 to 10. We hope that this exploration has brought new insights into the incredible value of every lost thing, reminding us of the joy that comes from rediscovery. Your presence and engagement mean the world to us at My Bible channel, and we are truly grateful to have shared this experience with you. If this video resonated with you, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Your likes not only encourage us to keep creating content, but also help spread this important message to others who may need to hear it. And if you haven't already, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you'll join a growing community eager to explore faith, inspiration, and the timeless wisdom found in the scriptures. Your support is vital to our growth, allowing us to reach more hearts and minds with these meaningful stories. Once again, thank you for watching, and we look forward to having you with us in our next video. Together, let's continue to uncover the beautiful lessons the Bible has to offer.